Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live trading stream. I hope you're all doing very well. Please give me a quick sound confirmation, and then let's search for a couple of trades. Thus far, I've taken one trade. I already covered this in the chat, I think, or no, in my channel. And then during the altcoin stream, I briefly reviewed it. Was the trade on ES that I laid out this morning. I entered a little bit late on that reclaim up here. Now we can see ES and NQ dropping. NQ is probably now taking out the lows, which was kind of expected this morning, that these lows no longer look amazing. And my first area of interest is gonna be the single print. ES is approaching the previous day value area low, yesterday's A session. I'm gonna keep an eye here. There's a different. No, it's a naked value area low. Okay, I was confused. Yeah, naked value area low on ES down there. Okay, so DXB, my coin collector, Banana Boy, Roger Rabbit, Stefanos, Ethereum, Pewtemir, Chicklet, Enzar, who OEJH Raxter, Moondream is here, Paulus Roca, DW Trades, Alex Solo. Are you interested on BTC? Nah, I'm sitting this one out on BTC, to be honest with you. Kingsmith, sound good. Low volume. Yeah, maybe you can turn it up on your end. I didn't change my settings. Sound is glorious. That's great. So I do want to mark out that low here as reference. I'm keeping an eye on both ES and NQ now as we are approaching this. I do want to see probably the next 5-minute candle take the lows though, because that's going to be a 5-minute open, pretty likely in the lower quartiles. So gonna have to see what's happening here now. I'm not longing straight away as always, waiting for confirmation. Good probability for this 5-minute to make a new low. It's better. So now I could wait for a 3 candle, but if we don't do that on the 1-minute time frame, I'm simply not taking a trade. Let's keep an eye. That is a nice buyback here. See if there's gonna be a nice retest. That's a very good candle formation. Likely not doing a retest. It's a very wide stop loss, by the way. On ES, I have to wait for a 5-minute 3 candle because I missed the initial one. Here I'm already adjusting risk as, yeah, the stop loss is very, very wide on that one. It was a $500 stop loss. But here we can see, of course, predefined level. So, yeah, we don't want to miss these, but since it's early in the session, I'm going to manage this a little bit more aggressive here. See if we can take the high. Some support here. There's some larger orders down there, 50 contracts. Now we are stalling here. The only idea how I could re-enter this is a 5-minute 3 candle. As that was a very, very nice slowdown here. But with the entry up here, it was 100 tick stop loss of $500. So let's keep an eye on the 5-minute. Same for ES, as it's a nice naked value area low. It's the last before we could probably look for a bigger drop. Let's check the 5-minute closes. It's gonna be a 5-minute 3 candles, so it's still okay. See a retest. ES. Taking off with no retest thus far. But I do want to see a proper retest, else I'm gonna miss the next trade, which is fine. Yeah, I saw core weave alert going off. I might sell this with a loss, to be honest with you, because I'm in that one. I'm just gonna see how we react to the lows. Would want to see a retest of 452 probably. Slow. BTC, to be honest with you, best case scenario would be taking out these lows, if you ask me. So there is some support again on this retest, but I prefer the lows. Let's see if we can claim this mini supply zone maybe on NQ. See the next candle close on NQ. Not a fan of this 5-minute if we close below 116, no, 469. Still gonna give it time. I think there's a good probability for NY Open to offer a trade. We are now coming somewhat too close to NY Open for my liking. Technically flipped already here. It's gonna be the first resistance here. That right here, 469, is just a node, and I wanted to see the 5-minute close above. If the 5-minute had closed above the node, I would say, yeah, then I can take a retest and take another trade, but without the 5-minute close above, I'm not that interested. I will see if NY can give me another good trade based off these levels. So coming into that.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha.
Yep, I agreed to that. So if Solana takes out the lows, that'd be very nice. My alert is still placed. Could line up with BTC taking the lows, but we are at some low time frame support there. That's obvious, but for me, it's not enough to take this trade. It's not even the CC.
Shri
Ethereum more bearish if we lose the lows.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. 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 Sit.
Now we are claiming this supply zone. I would try a trade like this once more.
The sound of beauty and abundance. Om Shri Mahalakshmi. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha.
It's very risky because the next 5-minute open, typically some volatility spikes.
Beauty, love, abundance.
I think I'm gonna keep it for now. What the?
Om Shri
What the hell? Front run of 6 ticks for a move up of 80 ticks. Fair enough. Fair enough. That limit order was just slightly missed. Yes, I set a key level. Crazy that it missed the limit by just a few ticks, but that happens. Yeah, this is what you could class a momentum trade. This flip type of trade. So 3 minutes to go for the open. Stock analysis already completed. And yeah, I wish everyone a good NY Open. Take care. No financial advice as always. Make your own decisions. There's a delay on stream. I will see how NY presents itself if I want to be aggressive or conservative. Because thus far, I do like the market moves. I think we had two amazing trades when following the daily plans. I am pretty sure everyone is in good profits for now. So let's see. For crypto, as always, I have my alerts placed, so if anything happens, I will be notified. And the data releases are not coming in today. That's what I read, so gonna take a little bit longer. Overnight low is interesting. 55 contracts. Yeah, let's see the open. Yeah, I think it's going to be overnight low and then previous month value area high. Could we still roll over here? Actually, we could, right? NQ, that would look good. We still have quite a distance here to the lows. 3%. 3%. Nah, too early to tell on yes. Let's go. So let's focus for the open and make some good decisions. ES held that key level, okay. Would have been the NY level that we rejected here already. See, NQ is opening with bid support, yes. It's a quick move up. ES is getting close to the overnight low, being the first level I'm keeping an eye on, but 3 candle entries as always. Overnight low taken. NQ also taken the overnight low. Nvidia is opening more bearish here. See if ES is doing the 3 candle. Taking one on ES. Have to do a quick stop loss management. Okay, fair enough. NQ is also retesting our level here. Is offering a scalp on NQ2. Gonna manage that one also. It's not holding here yet. On yes, I actually only wanted to enter one contract. I saw it was set to 2, so I managed that quickly. See if we close above this A session point of control. Because that would be a very nice candle formation actually on ES. But that takes a long time. Just open that session. And Nvidia is still dropping, so Nvidia looks rather bearish here at that open. Let's give it this 5-minute close here. I think it can give us some follow through lower here. That looks very weak. See if NQ retests that level here. As this is momentum. So, ooh, that is so quick. We are at support zone, trailing very aggressive. Okay. That was a momentum trade, by the way. Okay, that is good. Yeah, now at the next single print, can delete this, delete this. As expected, there is no reaction at this single print. It's not the most interesting level. Likely BTC dropping too, so I'm not interested in a long trade there. Let's see what's happening at this previous month. And ES, we still have this anchored VWAP. Okay, that's gonna be a volatile day then. We do have momentum on NQS again. see. Could target the lows again here. Would be the previous month value area high being the target. Only if it, yeah, fair enough. Well, okay, I really need to focus here. So we have only 1,000 negative on NQ, 3,000 negative on ES. Let's remind myself, next box coming now on NQ, being this right here, previous month value area high. What does it say on TradingView? Give me a second. Okay, it is a key level. Already have a 3 candle. Would prefer the lows again. Something that's going to be interesting or important to see is this node right here. Even if we take that or hit the previous month value area high where we have 50 contracts sitting at, we do need to claim the node at 64, else this is weak. Nvidia is now starting to bounce. Just hope it's not gonna front run that level, because we now get some support here. 18, 30 contracts. Microsoft dropping. That'd be very, very unsatisfying if we front run. 30 contracts again. Let's go for it. 5-minute close, lower quartile. ES has taken the local lows, being right here. And we have the anchored view up below, so it's best to take it. Here we need the next 5-minute candle to take the lows again, on both actually. 5 minutes are closing in the lower quartile, so we want to see the next 5-minute hit the lows. Okay, there we go. NQ done that, ES done that. We're coming into very interesting levels here now. But still, I'd wait for a 3 candle. ES, what's the risk? 220. ES has to close above 830 on a 1 minute. NQ is going to be difficult. We have 30 seconds. It's going to be a big risk. You make your own plan if that is too much risk for you, because that is quite some risk, even if we get a 3 candle. On ES, no 3 candle. NQ, very bad. There was no retest. I'm going to give it time. But we can see fights. Nvidia is still dropping. I'm not longing yet. Too many flags here. Red flags. Now we get longs. Okay, yes, let's wait for a good reversal here. But ES only has 5 seconds to close up here. It's not going to do that. So staying out for now. Then, oh, that'd be nice. We can get some drops on NQ. Let's go. Let's take some gaps maybe, or where are we headed on NQ? Let's see this. Great decision not to take the longs. It's always one plan having a plan. It's always one thing having a plan, another thing to actually take the trade. Oh, I am happy to see these drops. So we do have this gap. Oof. That's volatility. Do we actually have data releases or what? We could get this about next week. Okay. NQ with a 3 candle. What are the stocks? No trades yet. Next target is the gap. Yeah, we still have a couple of levels below, unfortunately. Can't turn off my notification sounds for some reason. It looks still super bearish, so at least I want to see this gap. EES is coming into the next level here. Or these sounds. See if we get a retest higher first. For some momentum trades lower. B1. Again, I'm just gonna keep this open or stop that break even. Because I think we could fill in the gap, but this is just these momentum entries that I'm covering in Porto. Sometimes they get stopped at break even, sometimes they have massive risk to reward. I see, fair enough. Let's see. See if there's another one of these entries. Without a retest higher first, it's bad because we already had the 5-minute close in the lower. Yes, is coming into the region of support. Naked value area low. Yes, is at an old time point of control. Apple is now also dropping, Microsoft still dropping, Nvidia with a minor bounce for now. Yes, at this old time point of control here, thus far a good bounce. It has a good probability at these time point of controls. I still prefer the lower level here. Not longing any of this. NQ. Still some distance to fill the gap. Gonna wait to snipe the next entry. Thus far rejecting the weekly open. It's a nice candle formation. Let's see if we reclaim the weekly open or reject here. Still want to see the gap filled. We'll see if I can turn off my notifications. Looks like that's gonna be a strong 5-minute 30 candle. I must say it is so critical to keep an eye on what Nvidia is doing. Trading NQ without keeping an eye on Nvidia is very, very risky. Honestly, super risky. That's gonna be a bearish 5-minute. 1 minute, sorry. Well, it's bought back up. I'm staying patient to hunt my next trade. Not feeling the retest short here. Let's see if this is holding. Should move quick, typically. Ah, sometimes this is holding and just snapping very quick. What's up 230? I was a little bit late on closing that manually because this is a momentum trade that I just wanted to take above the previous high, but fair enough. Because this is very, very, very likely what's happening here. Or probably need an own. Yeah, can't explain this now. I'm gonna explain this in Porto if you want, though, because what's happening here is very, 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 very technical and probable. If you just want to trade this mini price action here, it's actually very nice, very good to trade this if one is looking for those quick scalps. Let's wait on the 30-minute close. Retest at the previous month value area high to the tick and then up. It could just break up here. Now we get some big 120 contracts defending the same level I mentioned before. So see, now filled. Let's wait on the candle close. It's not the best. I'm gonna give it time. Key level NQ. That's gonna be an interesting place, the A session. I think I will have to wait the next 3 minutes for a new session to open. Key. We are at the 1 minute SMA. First touch typically gives at least one reaction. Two more minutes. The next session is going to be interesting. If we retest the A session point of control, I'm interested in a trade. 1 minute for the open. Okay, let's see. Next session is open. Need the retest. Still no trade for me here. Yes, looking a little bit more bearish with this 5-minute formation here. NQ now into the A session. It's a context depending level, so could be worth a scalp. Let's see here. Context does depend on this level. We have room into the previous month. As always, if there's no strength, then there's no entry. Previous month. There's no 3 candle in sight for now. We would have to hold here. Because if we can't hold here, I would expect the gap to be filled.
Soy de la tierra, soy del agua, soy del viento, el agua.
1 minute, trying to buy it back up. Let's wait. Not really liking the orders that are coming in. Too many cells. And ES still has this naked level below. NQ not holding this level would be bearish, as I said. It's a super bearish 5-minute formation. CES 150. I don't see the best reason to take this short trade on ES just based off the formation here for now. My next area of interest on ES would be taking the low, but I'm not shorting into that now. NQ with some bounces here. Let's wait. Just retesting the local CC. It depends on, you can see this again. Nvidia is looking the exact same as NQ now. So holding here, if I see a good formation, I would be interested in a long, but yeah, we have to see some strength first. So now it's coming through a little bit. That is a major level where I'd be interested in getting in. I mean, the upside potential is quite a lot on that one. This is one of the day trades for me that forms throughout the day. Can't really give a trade like this beforehand, but is a big trade I'm interested in. Nvidia is also bouncing now. Wow. I was expecting this. So yeah, this is one of these that I take but can't really take on stream. Ooh, that's big. Into the single print now. I knew this was a major level. So for me, I'm gonna show this, but I have a big trailed stop loss. So this is, I should have taken this on my day trading account though. It's a trade I can only build. But building a trade is something I wouldn't touch unless you have a massive experience. This is the most difficult trades of them all. See, we are at the single print. It's a nice resistance area. Don't take this as an example. I don't really like to show this, as that is always with a lot of risk involved. See, I'm trailing based off 1 minute, one time framing. That could be done for the day, but I think now we can get some momentum here to have some fun. Single print and Q. Five-minute open upper quartile, but where's NVIDIA? See, Quake. Good. I like these. This is also a formation I will show in Porto, this pattern here. But yeah, I think I need a quick mental break, then refocus. But look at something here. This is such a major level. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 previous month value area high. Let's see this. We had the deviation below, the reclaim, and now we are back at this level, actually. Very decisive level. Then we see this on TradingView. This is the only reason why I sometimes check TradingView for additional confluence. Then we can see, okay, we even have all of this on. It seems to be a major important level for many, many weeks now. We had 1, 2, 3 broken, retest, flip, now back at the same level. So we can definitely say 25,380 was a big level. So yeah, then we had the retest. Let's mark this level, or let's check this 5-minute here. Price wanted to. We saw this. There was absorption down here. Then we had all of our levels. So when being very confident, one can ladder into this, but it would have been quite ugly if it didn't hold. But compounding on strength is something you can always do. When you see a turn, compound, 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 and then move the stop loss quickly. But I need an entire lesson for this. I'm gonna have a look at Oracle. Oracle at support. Yes, Oracle is hitting a limit order of mine. But I'm limiting all the way down. So, and you can see the follow through it got. I shouldn't have traded the entire amount. That was very stupid, but hey, happens. I think it's still okay. Um, might be a dumb one. There's no dumb questions, but I'm curious. In your experience, are swing day trades harder or easier to execute than the scalps you take on ESR NQ? It depends. I think scalp trades are mentally, psychologically easier, but the reason here is that you get a quick information whether the trade was right or wrong. So if you take day trades like this one, you have to keep into consideration that a risk of this could be very big on one single contract, and thus scalp trading can sometimes be easier psychologically. But yeah. Solid, nice one. Yeah, that was a good one. Sometimes if you know a level really well, if you know what NQ likes to do, this was pure experience that was happening here, knowing that NQ will do its uttermost best to give us a good bounce at this level. To me, very, very likely. That is why I've taken the trade, and that is why I used bigger position size. There was a bounce from 618, and yes, yeah, it's a nice one. How are you keeping your cool with that unrealized PNL? Mm, I think it has to do with the amount of trades I have taken throughout my journey. That if that was like really changing my month, then I would be quite nervous in the trade. But yeah, I already had a couple of trades like this month on what was it? I think Monday I had a very big day, and then I think you can stay very cool because at some point you will be out of the danger zone for a trade and know this can just rip. There's not much you have to do. You are safe, profits are secured, and everything is fine. But if it's something that would really impact you mentally, and then yeah, it would be different. So calm, love it. Print that out as inspiration. Yeah, do that. Nice one. All-time high. Yeah, that's true. Learning so much. Perfect. Another great sucks Soundhound AI now on nice support Soundhound. Let's check this real quick. Gonna keep an eye. Remember this one, but I have to check a couple of fundamentals first. Yes, I would risk two as a runner typically. I think Igor and I want to do an investment stream. Ooh, what is that? A VWAP on the. That's I can't talk too much. VWAP on the previous day low. Look at this 150 tick rejection. What are the stocks doing? Nvidia. Is that some very nice candle formation here? Let's see, Nvidia. Do we retest? Claiming we have a large node here. This is a momentum scalp. Momentum scalp. We are at a big node, so I'm de-risking this always quickly. I'm getting exhausted. I'm just keeping this now and going through the questions. If I'm stopped, then fine. I'm trailing this if we lose the low, but yeah, enough pad to keep trades. Yes, I think next week we want to do the investment stream again. Holy cow, my internet broke. Oh yeah, you need a good internet connection. Ah, look at this. That's why I like to keep these trades, because that would have been a very nice one. But hey, let's check 5-minute closes. Oh, can we enter now still on NQ? Oh, now it's going to be tricky. Now we are actually at key resistance on both ES and NQ. Was a little bit carried away looking at the questions, but let's see. ES, maybe a retest up here would still be interesting for a short. NQ, also a very bearish close. If NQ closes somewhere below 420, there would be momentum, but it doesn't look like that. Actually closing above. So, yes, I tried to drop a couple of golden nuggets. And this is why I always say, even if you're not trading NQ, I would 100% recommend to watch live trading, even if you're only interested in crypto. It's just going to make you a better trader listening to some of the things we're sharing. Let's wait the next 1 minute closes. We do have a demand break. I imagine now being in this trade would be really nice, but looks like a good close. We're retesting the box. This is an entire strategy is coming up for these momentum entries. Shall I take it or leave it? Leave it. That's going to be such a nice lesson in Porto. Finished it yesterday. Taking these trades a lot. Okay. There was a question. QUBT. Yeah, I'm interested in this one. It obviously has support all the way down to here. But we can see some of these AI and quantum computing stocks are dropping lately and not holding the support. These are individual stocks where I wouldn't place too much size on these. But yeah, it is okay. That'd be nice for this ETF to finally pull back a little bit. I'm taking so much notes in these streams. That's great. Thank you. Nice support is worth a lot of money. These tips, good statistics, gold nuggets. I think so too. And yeah, I would say these streams are just extremely valuable and the performance speaks for itself. So let's see, I was at 54 this now. I mean, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, let's say 6 months tract of live streams. We're now sitting at $65,000 on the live streams. This is the performance on live streams. It's good. Looking forward a lot to it. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Still long on NQ. Ooh, it depends on if it's no financial advice, but the initial contract or if it's a if it's just a runner. Will the lesson be available? Yes, that will be available. Yes, of course. Previous, what info are you getting from this? You say it a lot. Of example, I need to take the lows. This is always the higher and lower quartile statistics. So here, for example, if support is hit here, but the candle is closing, oops, let's do the quartile. Candle is closing in the lower quartile, we are at support, then I always want to see the next candle taking the lows just because that has an 88% probability to do exactly that. So I just need to expect that to happen in the next candle. Let's see if we can find something. ES is now testing the A session again. To the tick. And I also say this because if we now have a look at this and say the next candle is taking the lows, then it's still giving us a reversal candle. I can already say this is going to be a good reversal if we do that because the reversals that take the previous candle low are always the best ones. So that's why I often say taking highs and lows here and there. We are at a big supply zone here too. Let's include. That's now looking better if we got a reversal, but we are close to a new session to open. See if that's gonna be a reversal. No. BTC also gave all of this move to the upside back already, so actually everything happened on a decrease of open interest. Wouldn't trust that. So new session is about to open. Don't see a trade here right now. Crisp Therapeutics hit my level. Can't see a trade now, so let's see. I'm laddering in a little bit lower. Does the 88% quartile statistic apply for every time frame? Yes, every single time frame. Thanks to Severin's brilliant insights, I've developed a completely automated 25% range strategy on Quantar. I cannot wait to thank you all for everything input. Oh, that is nice. I hardly get time to talk on Discord because I also work 1 hour. That sounds very good. Wait, I think we already met in Dubai. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing you again and show me your strategy. That sounds good. That sounds very good. I'm waiting for, yeah, same here. I'm also waiting to buy some of these AI stocks back later then, as we, yeah, have quite a few pullbacks. And AI, I mean, there's so much hype in the AI space that these can pull back. I consider AI stocks sometimes like altcoins. They can pump a lot in a day, but they can also pull back quite heavily. So yeah, did I just get in? Is the P&L? Yeah, it's the P&L from stream. I think I started on 1000 profit. Do you like BTC for a 2 hour short trade with stop loss above? No, where we are, I don't see a trade on BTC and not a short trade. Yes, when to expect quick moves is covered in the new lesson in Porto. Yes. Chris, were you looking to enter? This is going to be starting point of control into the monthly. I like to buy this down here. No, that's a good question. So good that you already put some thoughts into it. But the cherry on top has nothing to do with the momentum entry. But we are combining quite a few things in this momentum strategy. But it's not the cherry on top that has to do with it. That's something different. How do you backtest your statistics so quick? I do it on my notebook, just a pen and paper. And what I do is I split it into blocks. So I do the first 50 observations, and then I already get a draft of this statistic to see if it's even worth pursuing this any further. So it could be, uh, let's say, tracking just a naked level weekly open, for example. And let's just say after 50 observations, I see it has a 40% probability. I'm skipping the statistic and moving to the next one. But inside this book right here, there's quite a few golden statistics. How do you make the for the quartiles? I have an indicator I can share that shows you the probability for high low in each time frame. DME for nice. Yeah, I think we have backtested this with AI or a bot or something in Atas. For me, it is I start with one contract and then I compound once I build up my profit pad for the day. Yes, can move into the next box down here. And NQ could then fill in the gap still. 5 minute bearish on both ES and NQ. Stocks do have momentum again here. Always if we open in the lower quartiles, there's a good potential to drop lower. I hope the momentum strategy is gonna help a couple of you, but not leading to taking too many trades. So that's not what I want. You can shoot me any questions that you have. So I might end this a little sooner today, as I would say we are on a pretty solid performance. And da, 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 da. When you collect stats, do you only collect on first touch of the level or every touch? Typically the first touch, unless it's a playbook, then sometimes more than that. See if we can break the weekly open here. I have colored in my VWAP, and so it's easy for me to see where I'm in relation to VWAP. Okay, that's also good. Lily keeps pumping while all stocks down. Yeah, I know. That's annoying because I sold Eli Lilly at the all-time high. But I don't. So yeah, I don't know. To me, it's a little bit crazy, this pump now. I am so bummed I'm not able to make Porto. Unfortunately, work obligations are fair enough. Hopefully there will be another next year. Definitely yes, there's gonna be more of these meetups. These meetups are very, very nice. We have to do these regularly. Would I miss many trade? What would I miss many trades I should be considering by doing this, or should I let not matter for in between scalps? What do you mean exactly? For oh, that was ooh, gonna trade this aggressively. Um, it's always the 5 minute lower quartile. So that's how I can compound a day. It's always the momentum strategy. Would you take a long SFP on the value area low? No. Can't wait for your next lesson. This feeling studying with CCS, witnessing your own progression. Nice. Do you ever use ETH Not really. This is how so if I am at good profits for the day, I trade momentum, and the potential on this is just endless, to be honest with you, because if you were to just look at the statistic here, we had a lovely candle formation, close lower quartile. Okay, you can take this trade. This is momentum, close lower quartile, retest, close lower quartile, retest. You just follow these quick moves by, yeah, knowing about that. please don't compare to anyone else. This is this applies to everything you do in life, I think. So I never want to compare myself to anyone else, as in thinking oh, before I go into that, what is wrong with me? I didn't see ES hitting my level. Oh no. Um, let's see, where are the stocks? 5 minute, not a reversal. 1 minute has mini risk. Just gonna take. I completely missed all of that, but let's see. I'm just trying this right here, seeing if that works or not. Very super small size in comparison to the day, but was not paying attention to this. But we are here. Naked value area low, monthly VWAP. At least that one. Come on. Everyone is taking that one, isn't it? Give me the W's for this. Give me the W's. Come on, come on. Sometimes you just feel at ease with the market. I'm keeping this open without a massive P&L. I would be more tempted to lock a trade here, as I could see this take the lows again. But normally 200 on that one. Could still wait for a 5-minute 3 candle for a better entry. Where was I comparing to others? No, I would never compare myself to others, to be honest with you. And the only thing you should do is compare yourself to who you were yesterday. So there's always someone who is further ahead in the trading journey. And for me, I mean, it also doesn't make any sense to compare myself to Daniel. This is, or to Igor. We are different persons, different trading styles, different experience. And I think by comparing myself to others, it would only make me feel bad or lose confidence. So that is also why I don't like to share these traits at all. And I was hesitant to even share it. I mean, at some point it would you would see this in the P&L, but I don't want to cause this that people think they have to up the position size because it seems good that I am in such a big trade and others might not have the same profit pad I have. Because on Monday, I think I realized 23 on Monday alone. So even if I lost many trades, I would still very likely be up on the day. So I don't like to show this. Typically like to stick with one contract only for the streams and keep it realistic for everyone, as I don't want to push, or I don't want to be the one who is making you take those big position sizes as well. Nice. Does the 88% quartile statistic apply for BTC? Yes, it applies for BTC too. Yes. I am glad I'm in the right group and getting coached by amazing teachers. That's nice. What do you think of BTC mining companies like Riot? Oh, yeah. Riot, I sold now. So I was in Riot for quite some time. From down here, trailed it up. But I did not manage to didn't manage to take profits up here, and where I've actually taken profits is on a trailed stop loss right there. So now we can see it pulling back. I also had, I don't even know if this has to do with it, not BTQ. Let's see, it is Barrick Mining, not this one. Yeah, this one. I'm also in on Barrick mining. This seems to be performing a lot better than Riot right now. But yeah, I think these have super easy charts, as that is another interesting place. See, it's 20% away from here, so that's decent. But on these, it always comes down. Oh yeah, ES has taken the loss again. It always comes down to the size of a portfolio, but on these individual stocks, I'm never like over leveraging or taking too much. Reach daily 1K target on Zoom. I'm just going to ignite. Yeah, do that. What about Tesla? Fee to open a trade only $4. $4, very cheap. IonQ. IonQ was on my watch list too. See, and also Tesla. Let's check. Can hide my camera. This battery is just very bad. Tesla down. Oh, yeah, I've taken profits on Tesla. I had a trade stop loss because I laddered into it here, here, here. So it was a nice run on Tesla. But I, as I said, I am sensing these, or I was sensing these pullbacks. So yeah, BYD is looking, oops, looking good here. Still okay. What else do we have? And now we are dropping into this gap. I can't forget to go to zero. Yeah, if they do, fair enough. It's a lot of hype around these stocks. That is for sure. Mm. Yeah, the camera is, it's the battery that died. Wondering what BTC is doing with this. Yeah, BTC likely gonna push into the lows here too, so I've never taken this trade. CCTR, I'm not looking too much at it at the moment. We're about to fill in the gap here. Once I stopped comparing myself to all of crypto YouTube back in 2021, I finally started being profitable. But yeah, makes total sense. Yeah, unsubscribed from everyone except CC. And this is honestly, you do not need anything else than CC. And I hope I can prove this to you, because I never watched, period, a single course except CC. Never. I did read books about trading psychology, market profile, but the rest I've done all by myself with the basic understanding that I gained inside CC. Nothing else needed. I appreciate that, Damien. But for some reason, there's a lot of contradicting opinions about that. Some say it's good, others say it's very bad, showing different position sizes. I think at the end of the day, I just have to do what I want to do. But yeah, at least being sensible about that doesn't hurt. Let's see. NQS just front ran this by a tick. If it had hit that, I would take a 3 candle. Didn't. Oh, did you become sure? Yes, I was a member, CC member, put in the work, effort, a lot of dedication, been to all meetups, and then, yeah. But I was going through the ranks at CC. That's how I started here. It's the same for Igor, by the way. Igor, been a member for even longer, and yeah, was always killing it. I remember watching Igor when I was a member and he was a member, and always looking at his posts. So yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, the CME is now failed. See if the 5 minute closes down here. As always, we want to see the next candle take the lows. Yes, Nvidia is dropping all session, the entire session. Yes, I said the previous week. Point of control, NQ. Let's see if we can take the lows once more. It's today, it feels like it's Friday already, but it's just Thursday. I wanted to say that what a nice Friday with all these jobs, but it's just Thursday. We have another trading day tomorrow, but I won't be trading tomorrow. So I guess I had to give it my all today so I can take the day off tomorrow. Gonna monitor this one. And again, Davy Zone, you can see this here. The 5 minute low was taken again. Okay, this is just, or all according to the statistic. I said we want to see the next 5 minute take the lows. This is what we've done, 88% probability. So who am I to go against that, right? So yeah, always one of my key factors. Unfortunately, no 3 candle, else I would have taken a quick long trade here. Now I have to wait for, yeah, a break of this supply zone, and then the retest. I can take any other long trades, but I think NQ is headed to the previous month point of control overall, but we could see some bounces here. But only trade I could take is the claim. Five-minute is struggling here. A couple of longs coming in. Let's wait. Has to claim my box, else no trade. Yeah, sometimes the context reading is more important, but that would only be if we are at such a critical level. Then you have to think. So I think as a lesson that you can keep for yourself is always the higher the time frame, the more weight of the or holds the context, right? So if the 30-minute is pointing in one direction, but you have a 1 minute in the lower quartile, it wouldn't mean, no, I can't take the trade because we have the 1 minute statistic. It would be okay. Then fair enough. We have the bigger or higher time frame pointing in one direction, and then I have to go with that. Not really. I don't look at the ETH BTC chart. Typically, they are discarded after the first test, so supply demand zone. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, so that was even a quick workout. I got my supplements delivered, and I always have to walk to the other, um, to the main house, however you want to call it, as I have my separate dedicated trading space. And typically the person is already gone when I reach that other place. Now I made it. Do you focus on any of the AI ETFs? Yeah, the ARC AI. Um, yeah, the ARC ETF I'm keeping an eye on. Nothing else. Yes, I set a medium time frame low and Q. I do like this low. Yeah, I don't think I'll take another trade here. We have hit a time point of control. Let's see. But it was a good decision again not to take this trade. I think now if we claim some levels, it would be a better trade. So let's wait if we see a good claim. And then I have a meeting in 5 minutes, actually. No, it doesn't look like we claim it. So I think, let's see the chat once again. There is a ETF for high growth as well, SMH. Check that one out. According to Grok, it's better. Oh, SMH. Let's see real quick. BTC still lower. That's good. Phoenix Semiconductor. Is it this one? Oh, SMH doesn't look like it. That's not an ETF. Oh, this is an ETF. Yeah, it looks similar to AI. Let's see. I can already see with this formation, it looks like AI. Do we have some information here? What is the weight? Stocks, electronic technology, NVIDIA, Taiwan, semiconductor manufacturing, Broadcom, yep. NVIDIA 18%, Micron Technology, I have that individual, AMD, Intel, ASML, Applied Materials. Yeah, it looks good. What I like to do, or that might be helpful, and that is always check these individual stocks and then see if you can find, and no financial advice, but I do that. I check these stocks that are in an ETF like this, and I check each and every one of these individually. Just gonna see if there's a nice formation here. I would take one, retest, single print, local stop loss, and then hop into my meeting. See, that's a good bounce. No, not 4. Let's keep it at 2. Okay, unless we hit it now, I'm gonna have to cancel. And this nice, ooh, the 5-minute formations, great. That could run. C has taken the lows. No. So new session open. We already have support up here. Yeah, this could just run here quickly. I'm gonna cancel and do my meeting now. So I hope you enjoyed this one. That's gonna be it. Nice live trading session. As always, focus on your own journey. I hope you could learn something. That's what it's about. No numbers, no PNL, nothing like that. It's just the golden nuggets in between. So I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow I'll still do my daily plans, but then I'll be out of office and then back on Monday. So have a great rest of the day and see you very soon. Bye bye.